Imagine living a life where nothing can bother your calmness. You stay peaceful even when people criticize you, when problems come your way, or when everything around you seems chaotic. How amazing would it be to go through life with such steady calmness? Today, we're going to learn about 10 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you achieve this strong and peaceful state of mind. As Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." These teachings aren't just old ideas. They are practical tips you can use right now to create a strong, peaceful place inside yourself. Whether you're dealing with stress, negativity, or feeling unsure, these teachings show you how to stay strong and calm. So, if you're ready to take charge of your inner peace and make sure nothing can disturb it, keep listening, because this could be the wisdom you've been looking for. 1. Firm purposes. Building resilience, or the ability to stay strong in tough times, starts with having firm purposes. This means knowing exactly what you want in life and what is important to you. When your goals and values are clear, they act like a bright star guiding you, helping you stay focused and calm even when things get hard. Imagine you're on a long journey, and your clear goals are like a map that shows you the way. This map gives you the strength to keep going, no matter how difficult the road gets, because you know exactly what you're working towards and why it matters so much. Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it." This means that each of us has something important to do in life, and once we figure out what that is, we should put our whole heart into it. Every morning, take a moment to think about your firm purposes. Remind yourself of the things that are important to you and the goals you want to achieve. This simple habit helps you stay committed and focused, no matter what challenges you face. By keeping your purposes clear and reminding yourself of them regularly, you build a strong foundation inside yourself. This foundation gives you the power to face any challenge with confidence, because you know what you are fighting for. Even when life gets tough and throws obstacles in your way, your firm purposes will help you stay on track, just like a sturdy ship that stays on course through a stormy sea. This inner strength and clarity will guide you through the ups and downs of life, helping you stay resilient and grounded. So remember to start each day by thinking about your firm purposes. Let them be your guide, your motivation, and your source of strength. With this practice, you will be better prepared to handle whatever life throws your way, and nothing will be able to shake your resolve. 2. Become untouchable. Imagine having the power to remain calm and peaceful no matter what others say or do. Buddhism teaches that a lot of our suffering comes from how we react to people and situations, not from the things themselves. The key idea here is that no one can hurt you without your consent. This means that while you can't control what happens around you, you can control how you respond to it. When you understand this, you take control of your emotions, and nothing that others do can hurt you unless you allow it to. Think about this. When someone says something mean or tries to upset you, you have a choice. You can let their words affect you, making you feel sad or angry, or you can choose not to let it bother you. By deciding not to take negative words or actions personally, you become untouchable. This doesn't mean that bad things won't happen or that people won't say hurtful things, but it does mean that these things won't disturb your inner peace. You remain calm and centered, no matter what. Buddha wisely said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This means that when you get angry, it's not the situation that hurts you. It's your anger itself that causes pain. When you get mad, you might say or do things you regret, and that can lead to more trouble. But if you choose not to get angry, you protect yourself from this kind of suffering. So, how can you become untouchable? The next time someone tries to upset you, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and remember that you are in control of how you feel. You don't have to let their words or actions affect your peace of mind. Instead, choose to stay calm and let the negativity pass by without taking it to heart. It's like putting up a shield around yourself, one that keeps your peace safe from harm. By practicing this regularly, you will find that over time, fewer things bother you. You will become stronger inside, and the actions or words of others won't have the power to disturb your peace. This doesn't mean you ignore problems or pretend they don't exist. It means you handle them with a clear and calm mind, making better decisions and staying true to yourself. Becoming untouchable is not about being cold or distant. It's about protecting your peace and choosing your emotional responses wisely. When you master this, you can move through life with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, your inner calm is safe. So, remember, your peace is precious, and you have the power to protect it. Choose to be untouchable, and nothing will shake your inner calm. 3. Insult and offense. Throughout life, you will face moments where people might insult you or act in an offensive way. It can be hurtful, but Buddhism teaches us to see these moments as chances to practice patience and self-control. Instead of reacting quickly with anger or feeling hurt, try to understand that these insults often say more about the other person's struggles than they do about your own worth. When someone insults you, it's easy to feel like their words are an attack on who you are. But if you pause and think about it, you'll realize that the insult is more about the other person's feelings and problems. Maybe they are angry, sad, or insecure, and they are taking it out on you. When you understand this, it becomes easier not to take the insult personally. You can choose not to let it affect how you feel about yourself. Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This means that responding to hate or anger with more hate or anger only makes things worse. Instead, responding with calmness, understanding, and even kindness can break the cycle of negativity. When someone insults you, responding with love and patience not only helps you stay peaceful, but can also help the other person see things differently. So, the next time you encounter an insult, try to take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the power to choose your response. You don't have to let the insult hurt you. By not reacting with anger or taking offense, you protect your peace of mind. This way, you prevent unnecessary suffering that comes from holding on to hurt feelings. When you choose not to take offense, you are practicing a powerful form of self-control. You are deciding that your peace is more important than someone else's negative words. This doesn't mean that you ignore bad behavior or pretend it doesn't bother you. It means that you handle it in a way that keeps you strong and calm inside. Over time, you will find that insults bother you less and less. You will be able to stay peaceful even in the face of rudeness or offensive behavior. This is a powerful skill to have, and it will help you maintain your inner peace no matter what others say or do. Remember, you can't control what others say, but you can control how you respond. Choose to respond with calmness and understanding, and you'll keep your inner peace intact. 4. If someone speaks ill of you. It's natural to feel hurt or upset when someone speaks badly about you. Our first reaction might be to feel defensive or angry, but Buddhism teaches us to handle these situations with calmness and kindness. When someone speaks ill of you, it's important to understand that their words are often more about their own problems or insecurities than about who you really are. Their negative words don't define you, and you don't have to let them affect your peace of mind. Think of it this way. When someone talks badly about you, they might be struggling with something inside themselves, like jealousy, anger, or sadness. They might be trying to bring you down because they feel bad about themselves. When you realize this, it becomes easier to stay calm and not take their words to heart. Their negativity doesn't have to change how you see yourself or how you feel. Buddha wisely said, "Speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you." This means that when people speak or act out of anger, jealousy, or other negative emotions, it often leads to more problems, not just for others, but for themselves too. So when you hear someone speaking badly about you, remember that their words might bring trouble to them, but you don't have to let them bring trouble to you. Instead of getting upset, focus on staying centered and true to your values. Your actions and the way you live your life are far more powerful than any negative words others might say. If you continue to act with kindness, honesty, and integrity, those who know you will see the truth about your character, no matter what others say. It's also helpful to practice compassion in these situations. Try to understand that the person speaking ill of you might be going through something difficult. By responding with compassion instead of anger, you can maintain your inner peace and even help the other person see things differently. This doesn't mean you have to accept or agree with what they say, but it does mean you choose not to let their negativity disturb your peace. When you encounter negative talk, let your actions speak louder than words. Keep focusing on what's important to you, your values, your goals, and the way you treat others. By doing this, you show that you are confident in who you are and that other people's opinions don't define you. Over time, you'll find that you are less and less affected by what others say, and your peace of mind will grow stronger. In summary, when others speak ill of you, stay calm, focus on your values, and let your actions reflect who you truly are. This way, you protect your peace and integrity, no matter what others might say. 5. Guarding your mind. Think of your mind as a garden, where the things you focus on are like seeds that can grow into big plants. Just like a gardener chooses what seeds to plant and takes care of them, you need to be careful about what thoughts and emotions you allow to grow in your mind. Guarding your mind means being mindful of what you think about and what influences you let in. This is important because the thoughts and beliefs you nurture will shape how you see the world and how you feel inside. Buddhism teaches that our thoughts have a big impact on our lives. If you fill your mind with negative thoughts, like fear, doubt, or anger, those thoughts will make everything around you seem worse than it really is. This can lead to feeling stressed, anxious, and unhappy. On the other hand, if you focus on positive and empowering thoughts, you will feel more peaceful, happy, and strong, even when life gets tough. Guarding your mind means choosing to focus on thoughts that lift you up and make you feel good about yourself and your life. It's not about pretending that negative thoughts don't exist or trying to push them away. Instead, it's about recognizing when those negative thoughts come up and deciding not to let them control you. You can acknowledge them and then let them go rather than letting them take over your mind. Imagine a gardener who wants to grow beautiful flowers or healthy vegetables. They have to make sure that weeds don't take over the garden, because weeds can choke the plants and stop them from growing. In the same way, you need to weed out negative or harmful thoughts so that positive thoughts can flourish in your mind. This helps you create a mental environment where you feel stronger, more resilient, and more at peace. To guard your mind, start by paying attention to what you think about throughout the day. When you notice negative thoughts creeping in, remind yourself that you have the power to choose what you focus on. Instead of letting those thoughts grow, gently shift your focus to something positive or constructive. Over time, this practice will help you cultivate a mind that is full of thoughts that support your well-being and happiness. In summary, guarding your mind is about being mindful of what you allow to take root in your mental garden. By choosing to focus on positive, empowering thoughts and letting go of those that drag you down, you create a strong, peaceful inner world that helps you face life's challenges with confidence and calmness. One effective way to guard your mind is through mindfulness meditation. This practice helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to observe them without judgment. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to notice when negative or unhelpful thoughts arise and gently guide your mind back to a more positive and focused state. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This highlights the importance of keeping your mind clear, focused, and positive. By guarding your mind against negativity and cultivating positive, empowering thoughts, you protect your inner peace and build the resilience needed to face life's challenges with grace and confidence. 6. Overcoming fear and shame. Fear and shame are two very strong emotions that can stop us from living our best lives. These feelings often come from deep-seated beliefs and past experiences, and they can create invisible walls that hold us back from going after our dreams, building meaningful relationships, and being our true selves. In Buddhism, overcoming fear and shame is seen as a key part of finding inner peace and becoming strong inside. Fear is usually a reaction to the unknown or the possibility of losing something important. For example, we might fear failing at something new, being rejected by others, or even succeeding and not knowing how to handle it. This fear can keep us stuck, making us afraid to try new things or take risks that could help us grow. Shame is a painful feeling of being flawed or not good enough. It often comes from a fear of being judged by others or not living up to what society expects of us. Shame can make us feel small and unworthy, causing us to avoid situations where we might be criticized or rejected. This feeling can be so strong that it stops us from going after what we really want in life. Both fear and shame can be paralyzing, meaning they can make us feel stuck and unable to move forward. They can cause us to miss out on opportunities that could lead to growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Instead of facing challenges head-on, we might shrink back and play it safe, which can keep us from reaching our full potential. Buddhism teaches that to overcome fear and shame, we need to confront these emotions directly. This means not running away from them or trying to push them down, but instead looking at them closely and understanding where they come from. When we do this, we can begin to see that these feelings are often based on old beliefs or past experiences that no longer serve us. By acknowledging our fear and shame, we take the first step toward letting go of their power over us. We can start to replace these negative emotions with more positive ones, like courage and self-acceptance. This doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, we can learn to face our fears and let go of our shame, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. In summary, fear and shame are powerful emotions that can hold us back from living our fullest lives. Buddhism teaches that by facing these emotions directly, we can overcome them and achieve greater inner peace and resilience. When we confront our fears and let go of our shame, we free ourselves to pursue our goals, form meaningful relationships, and express our true selves. The first step is to recognize that fear and shame are often based on mental constructs, stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we are capable of. These stories are not fixed truths. They can be questioned, challenged, and ultimately changed. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in this process. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your fears and feelings of shame without being overwhelmed by them. This detached observation allows you to see these emotions for what they are, temporary and often exaggerated responses to perceived threats. When you realize that fear and shame are not as powerful as they seem, you begin to loosen their grip on your life. Another important aspect of overcoming fear and shame is cultivating self-compassion. Buddhism encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend. When you face fear or shame, instead of harshly judging yourself, try to respond with compassion and patience. This gentle approach helps dissolve the negative energy associated with these emotions, making it easier to move past them. Buddha said, "Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely." This quote reminds us that when we live in alignment with our true values and purpose, there is little to fear and no reason to feel shame. By understanding the nature of these emotions and learning to transcend them, you can free yourself from their limitations and live with greater courage, confidence, and peace. Overcoming fear and shame is not about becoming fearless, but about acknowledging these emotions, understanding their origins, and choosing to rise above them. It's about reclaiming your power and not allowing these feelings to dictate your actions or diminish your sense of self-worth. By doing so, you can approach life's challenges with a resilient and open heart, unburdened by the weight of fear and shame. 7. Transform everyone into a relentless teacher. In the journey of life, we come across many different kinds of people. Some who inspire us, some who challenge us, and others who may really test our patience. Buddhism offers a unique way of looking at these encounters. Every person we meet can be seen as a teacher, providing important lessons that help us grow both spiritually and personally. This idea of viewing everyone as a relentless teacher can change how we see and react to the people around us, especially those who frustrate us or make us feel insecure. It might seem hard at first to think of someone who criticizes you or causes you pain as a teacher. When someone makes us feel bad, our natural reaction might be to get upset or angry. However, Buddhism teaches that it is during these tough moments that we have the most chances to grow. Instead of just feeling hurt or angry, try to shift your perspective by asking yourself, what can I learn from this person? Or, how is this situation helping me become a better version of myself? When you start thinking this way, every encounter becomes a chance to learn and improve. One of the most important lessons we can learn from challenging interactions is patience. Patience is a key virtue in Buddhism and is incredibly valuable in maintaining your inner peace. When someone annoys or angers you, it's easy to react with frustration or even anger. But instead, if you see this as an opportunity to practice patience, you can start to change how you respond. The more you practice patience, the stronger it becomes. Over time, you'll find that you don't react as quickly or as strongly to things that once bothered you. Patience allows you to stay calm and composed, even when situations are tough. It helps you keep your inner peace intact, no matter what's happening around you. By practicing patience, you are not only learning to deal with difficult people or situations more gracefully, but you are also growing stronger inside. You become less reactive, meaning you don't get upset as easily, and you can handle challenges with more grace and wisdom. This idea of seeing everyone as a teacher also encourages you to look at your own behavior and reactions more closely. When someone triggers a negative emotion in you, instead of blaming them, ask yourself why you're feeling that way. What does this reaction say about you, and how can you use this experience to grow? By doing this, you learn more about yourself and start to see areas where you can improve. In summary, Buddhism teaches that every person you meet in life, whether they uplift you or challenge you, can be viewed as a teacher. By seeing others in this way, especially those who frustrate or anger you, you can turn every interaction into a learning experience. This perspective helps you cultivate patience, maintain inner peace, and grow into a better version of yourself. The more you practice this, the more resilient and composed you will become, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and calmness. Another important lesson you can learn from others is compassion. When someone acts in a way that hurts or offends you, it's often a reflection of their own suffering or inner turmoil. Instead of taking their actions personally, try to understand the pain or insecurity that might be driving their behavior. This shift in perspective can help you respond with empathy rather than defensiveness, deepening your compassion for others and for yourself. Viewing others as teachers encourages humility. It reminds you that you don't have all the answers and that there is always something new to learn, even from those who may seem less experienced or knowledgeable. This mindset keeps you open to growth and helps you avoid the pitfalls of arrogance or self-righteousness. Every person you meet, no matter their background or behavior, has something valuable to teach you, whether it's patience, compassion, resilience, or even self-awareness. When you encounter someone who challenges you, try to observe your own reactions closely. What emotions arise within you? What thoughts go through your mind? By analyzing your responses, you gain insight into your own triggers and patterns of behavior. This self-awareness is a crucial step in personal development, helping you to better understand yourself and, in turn, respond more effectively in future interactions. Buddha's teachings often emphasize the importance of seeing the interconnectedness of all beings. When you view everyone as a teacher, you are acknowledging this interconnectedness. You recognize that your interactions with others are not random or meaningless, but are part of a greater tapestry of life that is continuously guiding you toward greater wisdom and enlightenment. Buddha said, "In the end, these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go?" By viewing others as relentless teachers, you engage deeply with these questions. You learn to love more fully by developing compassion for others, to live more fully by embracing each interaction as a growth opportunity, and to let go more deeply by releasing the need to control or judge others. It's also important to note that transforming everyone into a relentless teacher doesn't mean accepting harmful behavior or staying in toxic situations. Rather, it means finding the lesson in the experience, learning from it, and then choosing how to respond in a way that is healthy and aligned with your values. Sometimes the lesson might be setting boundaries or recognizing when it's time to walk away from a situation that no longer serves your well-being. By adopting the mindset that everyone you encounter is a teacher, you empower yourself to find value in every experience, even those that are difficult or painful. You develop a resilient attitude that allows you to grow continually, using each interaction as a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and inner peace. This approach not only enriches your personal journey, but also fosters a deeper connection to the people around you as you come to appreciate the lessons they bring into your life. This Buddhist principle encourages you to embrace life with an open heart and mind, ready to learn and grow from every person you meet. Whether they bring joy or challenge, each person has something to teach you, and by recognizing this, you transform your life into a continuous, enriching learning experience. 8. Forge an unshakable ethical code. One of the most important teachings in Buddhism is the development of a strong ethical code, a set of moral principles that guide your actions, decisions, and how you interact with others. This ethical code acts like a compass, helping you navigate through life's challenges and uncertainties by giving you a clear sense of what is right and wrong. When this ethical code is firmly in place, it gives you stability and inner strength, allowing you to stay true to your values even when you face pressure or temptations from the outside world. In Buddhism, this ethical code is often based on the 5 precepts, which are like promises you make to yourself to live a moral and compassionate life. These precepts are: avoiding harm to living beings, not taking what is not given, refraining from sexual misconduct, speaking truthfully, and avoiding intoxicants that cloud your mind. These are not strict rules forced upon you by others, but rather they are guidelines that come from a deep understanding of how all life is connected and the wish to live in a way that causes the least harm and the most good. The first precept, avoiding harm to living beings, encourages kindness and compassion. It reminds us to think carefully about our actions and how they affect others, including animals and the environment. The second precept, not taking what is not given, is about respecting the rights and property of others. It teaches us to be honest and fair in all our dealings. The third precept, refraining from sexual misconduct, is about treating others with respect and not causing harm through our relationships. This includes being faithful and considerate, understanding that our actions can have a big impact on others' lives. The fourth precept, speaking truthfully, encourages us to be honest and trustworthy. It's about using our words to build others up rather than tear them down. The fifth precept, avoiding intoxicants that cloud the mind, is about keeping our minds clear and sharp so that we can make wise decisions. It reminds us that our actions are often guided by our thoughts, and if our thoughts are clouded, our actions may not be in line with our ethical code. By following these precepts, you create a strong ethical foundation that helps you make decisions that are not only good for you, but also for those around you. This ethical code gives you a sense of purpose and direction, helping you stay true to your values no matter what challenges you face. It also helps you develop inner strength, knowing that you are living in a way that is consistent with your beliefs, and that contributes to the well-being of others. In summary, the cultivation of an unshakable ethical code in Buddhism provides a clear guide for living a moral and compassionate life. Rooted in the 5 precepts, this code helps you navigate life's challenges with wisdom and integrity, ensuring that your actions are always in harmony with your values. When you forge an unshakable ethical code, you create a solid foundation for your life. This foundation acts as a source of security and confidence, knowing that your actions are aligned with your deepest values and beliefs. An ethical code is like the roots of a tree. When they run deep, the tree can withstand storms without toppling over. Similarly, a strong ethical foundation helps you weather life's challenges without losing your sense of self or compromising your integrity. Living by a strong ethical code also fosters trust and respect in your relationships. When others see that you consistently act with integrity and honor, they are more likely to trust you and value your presence in their lives. This trust is not just important in personal relationships, but is also crucial in professional settings, where ethical behavior can significantly impact your reputation and success. An unshakable ethical code serves as a guide when you face moral dilemmas or difficult decisions. In moments of uncertainty, your ethical principles provide clarity, helping you navigate complex situations with wisdom and compassion. For instance, if you are faced with a decision that could benefit you personally but harm others, your ethical code will help you choose the path that aligns with your values, even if it requires sacrifice or difficult choices. Buddhism teaches that true happiness and peace come from living in harmony with ethical principles. When you act in ways that are consistent with your values, you experience a sense of inner peace and contentment, knowing that you are living authentically and honorably. Buddhism teaches that true happiness and peace come from living in harmony with ethical principles. When you act in ways that are consistent with your values, you experience a sense of inner peace and contentment, knowing that you are living authentically and honorably. This inner peace is not easily shaken by external circumstances because it is rooted in a deep commitment to your ethical principles. An essential aspect of forging an unshakable ethical code is the practice of self-reflection. Regularly taking time to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and motivations helps you stay aligned with your ethical code. It allows you to identify areas where you may have strayed from your principles and to make necessary adjustments. This continuous process of reflection and adjustment strengthens your ethical foundation over time, making it increasingly resilient. In addition to self-reflection, it is also important to seek out wisdom and guidance from spiritual teachings, mentors, and like-minded individuals who share your commitment to ethical living. Engaging with a community that values ethical principles can reinforce your own commitment and provide support when you face challenges to your integrity. Buddha emphasized the importance of living a virtuous life, stating, "The virtuous man delights in this world, and he delights in the next." This quote underscores the idea that living according to ethical principles brings not only immediate satisfaction and peace, but also long-term fulfillment and spiritual growth. Another critical element of an unshakable ethical code is the understanding that ethical living is not about perfection, but about striving to do the right thing, even in difficult circumstances. It's about making the best possible choices in each moment, based on your understanding and awareness at the time. Mistakes will inevitably happen, but what matters is your commitment to learn from them and to continue growing in your ethical understanding and practice. An unshakable ethical code also helps you maintain your integrity in the face of external pressures, such as societal expectations, peer influence, or material temptations. In a world where it is often easier to take shortcuts or compromise on values for personal gain, having a strong ethical foundation enables you to stand firm in your convictions. This steadfastness not only protects your inner peace, but also sets an example for others, inspiring them to live with integrity as well. 9. Living according to nature. In Buddhism, the concept of living according to nature is deeply intertwined with the idea of harmony. Harmony within oneself, with others, and with the world around us. This principle emphasizes the importance of aligning your life with the natural order of things, understanding that there is a rhythm and flow to the universe that, when respected, leads to peace and contentment. By living according to nature, you learn to accept and embrace the way things are, rather than constantly struggling against the current of life. At its core, living according to nature means recognizing and honoring the interconnectedness of all life. Everything in the universe is part of a vast, interconnected web, where each element plays a role in maintaining balance. When you live in harmony with this natural order, you are better able to flow with life's changes, rather than resisting them. This doesn't mean passive acceptance of everything that happens, but rather an understanding that there is wisdom in the natural flow of events, and that peace comes from aligning with this flow, rather than fighting against it. One of the key aspects of living according to nature is acceptance. Nature teaches us that everything is impermanent and constantly changing. The seasons change, tides ebb and flow, and life itself is a cycle of birth, growth, decay, and rebirth. By accepting the impermanent nature of all things, you can cultivate a mindset of openness and flexibility, allowing you to adapt to life's changes with grace and ease. This acceptance reduces stress and anxiety because you stop clinging to things that are inevitably going to change or pass away. For instance, think about how nature responds to challenges. A tree does not resist the wind. It bends and sways, adapting to the forces around it. Similarly, when you face challenges in life, living according to nature means being adaptable, bending without breaking, and finding ways to grow even in adverse conditions. This resilience, inspired by the natural world, allows you to navigate difficulties without losing your balance or sense of self. Living according to nature also involves recognizing and respecting the natural limits of your body, mind, and environment. In our modern world, there is often pressure to push beyond these limits, to work longer hours, achieve more, and constantly strive for progress. However, this relentless pursuit can lead to burnout, stress, and a disconnect from the natural rhythms of life. Buddhism encourages you to live in a way that honors your natural limits, recognizing that rest, reflection, and moderation are essential for maintaining balance and well-being. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of simplicity and contentment as part of living according to nature. He taught that true happiness does not come from external possessions or achievements, but from a state of inner peace and contentment with what is. By simplifying your life and focusing on what truly matters, you can free yourself from the constant desire for more and find joy in the present moment. This simplicity aligns with the natural world, where everything exists in a state of balance and sufficiency. Another important aspect of living according to nature is mindfulness. Being present in the moment allows you to fully experience and appreciate the beauty and wisdom of the natural world. Mindfulness helps you to slow down and notice the subtle rhythms of life, such as the changing seasons, the cycles of the moon, or the simple act of breathing. This awareness deepens your connection to nature and fosters a sense of peace and belonging. Living in harmony with nature also means practicing compassion and respect for all living beings. Recognizing that all life is interconnected encourages you to act in ways that protect and nurture the environment. This might involve making more sustainable choices, reducing your consumption, or finding ways to give back to the natural world. By living in a way that supports the health and balance of the planet, you contribute to the well-being of all beings and create a more harmonious world. Buddha said, "Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again." This quote highlights the importance of continual growth and renewal, a principle deeply rooted in the natural world. Just as nature is constantly evolving, you too are encouraged to let go of old habits, beliefs, and attachments that no longer serve you, making way for new growth and opportunities. This process of shedding and renewal is essential for personal development and spiritual growth, allowing you to live more fully and authentically. In practical terms, living according to nature might mean spending more time outdoors, reconnecting with the natural world, and paying attention to the lessons it offers. 10. Weaponize gratitude. Cultivate relentless positivity. Gratitude is one of the most powerful and transformative principles in Buddhism, capable of changing even the most difficult situations into opportunities for personal growth and inner peace. The idea of weaponizing gratitude might sound unusual, but it highlights how gratitude can be used as a strong tool to combat negativity, fear, and suffering. By developing a habit of relentless positivity through gratitude, you can create a mindset that is resilient, joyful, and unshakable, no matter what challenges you face in life. At its core, gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the good things in your life. It helps you shift your focus from what you don't have to what you do have, fostering a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. This change in perspective is incredibly powerful because it alters how you see and respond to the world around you. When you start to focus on the positives, you become better equipped to handle challenges and setbacks. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, you begin to see the silver lining in every situation, which strengthens your ability to cope with life's ups and downs. In Buddhism, gratitude is more than just saying thank you when things are going well. It's about cultivating a constant attitude of thankfulness, even when life is difficult. This type of relentless positivity allows you to maintain a sense of inner peace and contentment, regardless of what is happening around you. When you weaponize gratitude, you use it as a shield against negative emotions and thoughts that can easily take over during tough times. Gratitude becomes a tool that helps you stay centered and positive, no matter what life throws your way. One of the most profound effects of practicing gratitude is its ability to shift your focus from what is wrong to what is right. In moments of stress or hardship, it's easy to become fixated on the negative aspects of your situation. However, by consciously practicing gratitude, you train your mind to look for and focus on the positive, even in the midst of adversity. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist, but rather acknowledging them while also recognizing the good that still surrounds you. For example, imagine you're going through a difficult time at work. It's easy to focus on the stress, the long hours, or the conflicts with colleagues. But by practicing gratitude, you can shift your focus to the aspects of your job that you appreciate. Perhaps it's the opportunity to learn new skills, the support of a friendly coworker, or even the fact that you have a job when many others may not. This shift in focus can help you approach your work with a more positive mindset, making it easier to cope with the challenges you face. Moreover, gratitude helps you build stronger relationships with others. When you regularly express appreciation for the people in your life, it strengthens your connections and fosters a sense of mutual respect and kindness. This not only improves your relationships, but also creates a supportive environment that can help you through tough times. By being grateful for the love, friendship, and support you receive, you reinforce those positive bonds, making your social circle a source of strength rather than stress. Gratitude also has a powerful impact on your overall well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude tend to be happier, less stressed, and more satisfied with their lives. This is because gratitude shifts your focus away from what's missing in your life to what's already present, helping you feel more content and fulfilled. When you make gratitude a daily practice, you start to notice more and more things to be thankful for, creating a positive cycle that enhances your mental and emotional health. In Buddhism, this practice of gratitude is deeply connected to mindfulness, the act of being fully present in the moment. When you are mindful, you become more aware of the small blessings that might otherwise go unnoticed, like the warmth of the sun, the beauty of a flower, or the kindness of a stranger. By cultivating mindfulness and gratitude together, you can create a powerful sense of peace and joy that persists even in difficult times. In conclusion, gratitude is a transformative principle in Buddhism that has the power to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. By cultivating a relentless attitude of gratitude, you can create a mindset that is resilient, joyful, and unshakable. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, strengthens your relationships, and enhances your overall well-being. When you use gratitude as a tool to combat negativity, fear, and suffering, you empower yourself to remain positive and centered, no matter what life throws your way. This practice of gratitude is not just about finding the good in easy times, but about developing a deep, unwavering appreciation for life, even when things are tough. If you are going through a difficult period, you might feel overwhelmed by the challenges you face. But by practicing gratitude, you can find things to be thankful for, such as the support of loved ones, the lessons you're learning, or the simple fact that you have the strength to persevere. This shift in focus not only reduces stress, but also boosts your resilience, enabling you to handle challenges more effectively. Buddhism also teaches that gratitude helps you to appreciate the present moment. Often we get caught up in worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, which can lead to feelings of anxiety or regret. Gratitude brings you back to the here and now, encouraging you to savor the present and find joy in the small things, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your favorite food, or the smile of a loved one. Gratitude helps you to fully experience and appreciate life's simple pleasures. Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This quote underscores the importance of finding something to be thankful for in every situation, no matter how small. It's about recognizing that every day, every moment, offers something to be grateful for, and that this gratitude is the key to living a happy and fulfilled life. Another powerful aspect of weaponizing gratitude is its ability to foster positivity in your relationships. When you express gratitude to others, you strengthen your connections and build mutual respect and appreciation. This creates a positive feedback loop where acts of kindness and gratitude reinforce each other, leading to stronger, more supportive relationships. In turn, these positive relationships become a source of strength and comfort, helping you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Gratitude also has a profound impact on your mental and physical health. Numerous studies have shown that practicing gratitude regularly can reduce stress, improve sleep, and boost overall well-being. This is because gratitude helps to regulate your emotions, making you less susceptible to negative feelings such as anger, envy, or resentment. By focusing on what you are thankful for, you create a positive emotional state that supports both your mental and physical health. To cultivate relentless positivity through gratitude, it's important to make it a daily practice. One effective way to do this is by keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This simple habit can have a powerful impact on your mindset, helping you to consistently focus on the positive aspects of your life. Over time, this practice trains your brain to naturally look for the good in every situation, making gratitude an integral part of your daily life. In addition to journaling, you can practice gratitude by expressing it verbally to others. Take the time to thank the people in your life for the ways they contribute to your happiness and well-being. This not only strengthens your relationships, but also reinforces your own sense of gratitude. Whether it's a heartfelt thank you to a friend, a note of appreciation to a colleague, or simply acknowledging someone's kindness, these small acts of gratitude can have a big impact on your overall outlook. Weaponizing gratitude means applying it even in the face of adversity. When you encounter challenges, consciously look for the lessons or opportunities they present. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, how can this experience help me grow? By framing difficulties in this way, you transform them from obstacles into opportunities for growth, further reinforcing your resilience and positivity. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling, but an active practice that has the power to transform your life. By weaponizing gratitude, using it as a tool to combat negativity and foster relentless positivity, you can create a mindset that is resilient, joyful, and unshakable. This practice not only enhances your own well-being, but also positively impacts those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity and kindness. Living with gratitude allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, finding peace and contentment in every moment. It is a powerful reminder that no matter what challenges you face, there is always something to be thankful for, and that this gratitude is the key to living a fulfilled and resilient life. By cultivating gratitude every day, you build a strong foundation of positivity that can carry you through even the toughest of times, helping you to remain centered, strong, and joyful in all circumstances. By embracing these 10 Buddhist principles in your daily life, you can build a strong inner resilience that helps you face life's challenges with grace and strength. The secret to staying calm and unaffected by what happens around you lies in nurturing your inner world. As you practice firm purposes, non-attachment, mindfulness, and the other principles we've covered, you'll discover that the ups and downs of life no longer have the power to shake your peace of mind. With consistent practice, you'll find yourself navigating life with greater ease and calmness. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content on how to live a peaceful and resilient life through the wisdom of Buddhism. Until next time, stay mindful and stay strong.